Delta Airlines forecast a return to profit this quarter as travel demand has taken off, lifting the company's shares higher on Wednesday. Delta also posted a smaller than expected loss for the last quarter and said strong bookings helped it offset soaring fuel costs with higher fares. CEO Ed Bastian told Reuters that demand was at a historic high, saying, quote, "The last 5 weeks have been the strongest period of bookings that Delta has ever seen." The results boosted shares of other airlines, including American and United, which both report results next week. Shares of American climbed as high as 10% Wednesday morning. But a run-up in fuel prices and rising wages are also driving up the airline industry's operating expenses. Delta said its fuel bill last quarter was 33% higher than the quarter before and is expected to get more expensive. To compensate, Delta has hiked ticket prices sharply. Airline fares were among the biggest contributors to a jump in U.S. consumer prices, and some analysts are concerned that higher fares and rising inflation could eventually hurt travel spending. But Bastian said that while the industry needs to watch the overall health of consumers, travel demand is expected to remain, quote, "very healthy and strong through the summer." U.S. stocks rallied on Wednesday, powered by a recovery in growth stocks as investors digested a mixed bag of quarterly results and hot inflation data. The Dow rose by 1%, the S&P 500 finished up more than 1%, while the Nasdaq ended 2% higher. Payne Capital Management's president, Ryan Payne, said the market may have concluded that the inflation wave has crested.
I definitely think inflation peaked in March, and now you're going to see for the rest of the year as inflation start coming down, contrary to popular belief, because oil prices are already down. You're already looking at the used car market. It's already coming down in price. And you look at the fact that we're going to start moving our spending from goods to services, so supply chains are going to start getting fixed. That all bodes well for lower inflation as we move into the latter part of the year.
Megacaps Apple and Microsoft both finished more than 1.5% higher, while Amazon and Tesla each rose more than 3%, and shares of chipmakers Nvidia and AMD also gained after getting battered earlier this week. Delta Airlines jumped more than 6% after forecasting a return to profit in the current quarter due to booming travel demand. Other airline stocks followed suit, including United, Southwest, and American Airlines, which soared more than 10% higher. But capping market gains were shares of J.P. Morgan, which fell more than 3% after the largest U.S. bank posted a 42% drop in first quarter profit. More big banks are set to report earnings on Thursday, including Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo.
Don't really have any other option. It's what we have to do to get to work, so just kind of roll with whatever we have to deal with. I was scared. I was on the train right before it, and I had slept in that morning, so I was a little late, and if I hadn't slept in, I would have been there, so I was a little shooken up.
I was a little cautious, but hey, we're back to normal. NYC strong, right back to where we were, just like nothing ever happened. It was terrible. I was sad. I had to explain it to my daughter. I was lucky that I wasn't on the train because I usually commute around that time. So overall, it was a tough day.
I noticed for the last week or two, we usually see like 3 or 4 policemen at this station. They have their tables to check the large bags, but I didn't see any of them this week. And today I see a whole lot of them coming down here. Yeah, but it's just that people have to be conscious. We have to be more vigilant and look out for each other.
The Biden administration on Wednesday extended a U.S. mandate requiring travelers to wear masks on airplanes, trains, and in transit hubs by 15 days. The move comes amid a recent uptick in COVID-19 cases and would keep the requirements in place through May 3rd. Citing the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said the order was needed to monitor the recent rise of cases and the spread of the COVID-19 subvariant BA.2, making up 85% of U.S. cases.
What they're looking at is that since early April, there's been increases in the 7-day moving average of the cases in the United States. So what they're trying to do is give a little bit more time to assess its potential impact, the rise of the cases have on severe disease, including hospitalizations and deaths, and the healthcare system capacity.
Industry groups and Republican lawmakers want the administration to immediately end the 14-month-old mask mandate, while Airlines for America, a trade group, on Wednesday in a letter urged Biden's administration to lean into science and research, which clearly support lifting the mask mandate. Last month, the U.S. Senate voted 57-40 to overturn the public health order requiring masks on airplanes and other forms of public transportation, drawing a veto threat from Biden. The CDC first issued a public health order requiring masks in interstate transportation and at transit hubs in February 2021. The Transportation Security Administration then enforced that order.